Nasafiyata, the Ida camp, Shafat. But what I can say is that the cruelty of Israel and the Zionist entity is something I will never ever forget. The considered and meticulous ways in which it is meted out is breathtaking. The subjugation, humiliation, and disrespect that the Palestinian people are expected to withstand are nothing we would ever accept for ourselves. And there is no doubt that the seeds of what has been done in Gaza are being planted in the West Bank as we speak, and have been for many, many years. For decades, Palestinian people have told us what has been happening, and so many of us, myself included, were distracted, gaslighted by an entity that has friends everywhere. But now we are awake, and we will remain awake.
Yeah.
To those seeking hope, it is hard to find, but I found it in the Palestinian people themselves. This is the overriding memory I choose to take from my time there. The word Samud means steadfastness. The people of Palestine embody this word, but we know that they are exhausted. To be abandoned by governments all over the world for decades takes a huge toll. To live under constant attack is soul destroying. And yet, they gather, they resist, they love, they play, they dance, they fight, they rage, they laugh, they cry, they rebuild. They are the example to the world of what it is to be truly human. I believe we understand what our responsibility is now. We will embody the word Samud in ourselves. We are not saving the Palestinian people, we are saving ourselves. We are saving ourselves from systems that are depraved, that flourish when we stand by and allow the abuse and subjugation of others. By taking the opportunity to stand up and fight for real change in a world that is built to distract us and reward us for our silence, we can regain and retain our humanity. I will be forever grateful to the people of Palestine, and I know that we will never stop in any effort we can make to ensure a future which sees true freedom and liberation for all Palestinian people everywhere. By being here today, we are saying we will continue to do everything we can wherever we are to end the occupation of Palestine. In our thousands, in our millions, we are all
Palestinian.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Denise, for those beautiful and very moving words. I've just found out that Denise grew up in the town in Ireland where my family live. Ennis, a small town in rural Ireland, where every Saturday for the last 2 years they've had a march and a rally. 200 people marching through the streets today. And that tells you how wide and deep the Palestine movement is. So thank you, Denise, for that. I am slightly humbled to introduce our next speaker to you because he is from one of my favourite bands. I'll introduce him in a minute, but it's been one of my favourite bands for a long time. A band I saw in 1991, makes me feel old. In 1991 I saw Massive Attack at Brixton Academy. More importantly than when I saw them, they have been boycotting Israel and refusing to play there since 1999. They played their first benefit for Palestine in 2005. and they are part and leading a growing group of artists who are speaking up and performing for Palestine. They stood four square behind and beside Nika when they were being demonised and attacked by politicians who should have known better, than to call on public television for them to be there. So please welcome Robert Delnard, musician and leader of Massive Attack, an artist that has been...
Government ministers frantically applied the camouflage of political language, hoping it would hide them from the accountability of people and time. Ministers who welcomed the ceasefire and pledged to do all they can to enforce it are the same ministers who 48 hours earlier were still arming and aiding the annihilation of the Palestinian people. The same people who made a global mockery of our terrorism laws by locking up non-violent activists and filling their own moral vacuum with pensioners, poets and students, silently holding handwritten signs. And the same Prime Minister who felt profound relief 2 days ago also told us 2 years ago to the day that Israel does have the right to cut off water and power to the Palestinian people. In the fragile weeks to come, we all owe it to the Palestinian people to hold those who've been complicit in genocide, war crimes and violent apartheid to account. We owe it to each other, every single person who has marched, donated, protested, been arrested and boycotted companies to hold our solidarity tight and disrupt every single identity that allowed a genocide to take place and those who have taken obscene profit from it. All the Palestinian people ask of us is do them no harm. As artists, that means refusing to be silent, supporting the BDS campaigns like No Music for Genocide, checking the sponsors and funders of any venue, any festival or any event if they carry the name of any company complicit in genocide, saying loudly and clearly there's no amount of money that will make us perform. That means solidarity with the other artists who've been persecuted for standing up, whether that's younger artists risking their careers and newcomers or refusing to cross moral picket lines, or artists like Nika being persecuted by the apparatus of state and court. That is the bare minimum, it's the least we can do, and we'll always do it, and keep on doing it until Palestine is free. So the group of power. Thank you. Solidarity.
In Parliament to enforce comprehensive sanctions on the State of Israel. Please give a warm welcome to Richard Bergen MP.
First of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for marching today, and thank you for marching month after month. You've been the conscience our countries needed in these dark times. You stood up for our common humanity when those in power refused to do so. Our common humanity that meant we could not look away while genocide was live streamed, that made us scream inside as children were deliberately starved, that left us outraged as hospitals were bombed, but governments kept the weapons flowing. Yet our protests have been demonised by those who never lifted a finger to stop the genocide. Because millions of voices like yours all across the world have meant that we now have a ceasefire, with those beautiful scenes of children dancing with joy as it was announced. Now we need to get all the hostages out and a sea of aid in, but we also need to create a future a future where the laughter of those Palestinian children never again falls silent. So we need more than just a pause in the genocide. Because you are making a real difference that will one day help to bring about a free Palestine.
Free Palestine!
Free
Palestine!
free
Palestine!
Thank you, Richard, and keep up the good work in Parliament. We need your voices, and we need more MP voices like Richard. We've just heard the back of the march has just come off Waterloo Bridge, so there are still tens and thousands of people coming down the Strand.
واو amazing! ما شاء الله لسه في ناس بتيجي.
One, two,
We are the people.
three.
Now.
One more time. One,
We are the people.
two,
We are the science.
three.
We are the calling. Now.
Our next speaker is a British Palestinian activist. She's been a Palestinian activist since her teens. You will know her because she came within 500 votes of defeating West Streeting in the last general election in Rutledge. I hope she'll be standing against him whenever there is the next general election, and I hope she gets enough votes to win, because it would be so wonderful to see Leanne Mohammed in Parliament with them. Lift your banners up for Leanne Mohammed.
We are all Palestinian.
Sisters and brothers, the fight for Palestinian liberation does not end with a ceasefire agreement. We must not be naive. This is not the first time Gaza has been attacked, and this is not the first ceasefire. Time and time again, Israel has violated every ceasefire it has signed, with the full backing and complicity of Western governments, including our own. For decades, Israel has carried out its expansionist agenda, and the last 2 years has shown us just how far it is willing to go. So no, it is not over. This apartheid regime is hell-bent on colonizing all the land and erasing every